So, yeah, welcome everyone. Beats for breakfast. I hope you're all doing well. It's one of those days again. I'm not sure how I'm going to start. But I did write down a few ideas of different ways to start. So I'm just going to check in on that quick. Yeah, I did have one here that was like only use synthesizers for the tune. So I think that's kind of cool, but I'm not sure if I'm feeling that as an idea today. Here we go. I've got another idea, and that is one where I make one sound with each synth that I've got preloaded in my template. And once I'm done with that, that's the idea that I'm going to have, you know. So you just make one sound with each of these, and whatever comes out, that's going to be your idea, you know. And I tell you what I've been loving as well at the moment. I've been checking out a bit of Splice. More on that later, but yeah, that's been cool as well. But I don't want to do a sample thing today. So yeah, I'm going to try out this for an idea starting point today. That's going to be cool. So the starting point idea is make one element with every synth / sampler in template to build an idea. Yeah, and that's going to be the aim for this session. Yeah. And what I'm trying to do is over time is road test these ideas. And one day I'm going to create a big list in a PDF and do it all fancy and nice and then give it away. Is like ways to spark tune ideas, you know. Anyway, so let's get started. If you haven't watched my channel before, the moment I wake up, it's 5 a.m. here where I am in the UK, and it's so I've just woke up to try and make beats in a dream state, like, you know, when you just woken up to try and get some inspiration. Okay, let's make some sounds with the virus. Just going to try and pick them a bit at random. Oh, it just happened to be a very cool sound. That's great. I've just happened to play that in D, so that means the tune's going to play D minor. I think that just has whole half B flat. Cool. There we go. Nice and simple. Right, the sound's changing all the time. That's cool. I was a bit lazy on those second two. Boom, ba, boom, ba, boom. Boom, ba, boom, ba, boom. Oh, really lazy. Boom, ba, boom, ba, boom, boom. Like a whole count lazy. Maybe it could be less. The reason I had that thought is to go from doing it all the time to less is if I've got to make loads of little parts. So if I fill up the whole tune with just one sound, I haven't got enough room for that sound to develop and other sounds to develop in the gaps as well, which is really important. So that's why I had that thought. Well, might be right. We'll see. And just when I record one of these, as I record it, I'm going to play on the synth, just adjust all the parameters and the dials so that it feels like it's moving along organically, in the tune. Just let that reverb tail fade out at the end. But what's nice is I've got there now is I've got a copy of this sound, but it develops and evolves for 64 bars. So that's quite cool, and I don't have to worry about that, developing and changing over time, and I can just kind of roll with it now. So that's my first sound. I just absolutely make sure I did play that in D. Yeah. So Omnisphere. All right. Yeah, and this is just the idea with this tune is I've put a load of synths in my template. I'm just gonna make one sound with all of them, and job done. I got that idea from watching a video from Mike Monday. So yeah, if you haven't checked out Mike Monday before, check out what he's doing. It's got some cool ideas in there. So yeah. I'm just going to pick any sound, literally, like close my eyes and just double click one, whatever that is. Droid hiccup. Okay, gonna have to do something with it, but cool. Alright, there's a pitch. Boom, boom, boom. That sounds like Rage Against the Machine. In the name of bone, 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 bone. Okay, a little bit of EQ, just to, or a filter, just to gently roll off. Some of that kind of, it's got a little bit of a digitally top end for me. Nice. Right. The wave shaper must be contributing. Boom, bum, bum, bum. It's just a little idea, nothing crazy, but it'll be a placeholder. What I'm trying to think about is, you know, like, I don't want anything cheesy, like a, you know, like some sort of crazy, catchy melody, but I do definitely want a hook, you know, that's gonna like people, something people can hear and go, oh yeah, that's that tune. It's not just a sound designer's dream, even though that's really nice. I do want some kind of musical hook that but that should have a big kind of atmosphere to it. So let me maybe go a little bit less of this. A little bit of verb on that. Yeah, so some sort of hook to keep you involved a little bit. Yeah, that's nice. Bum, 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 bum. Like just to add an offbeat rhythm thing to it, maybe. See if that works. Bum, bum, bum. Maybe there. Maybe that could happen at like a 16. It gets a little bit too cheesy. But you know what you're going to do. And what you'll notice, this is one thing I'm trying to do, is with my arranging my parts, notice that there's a lot of a gap for me to, because I've got to think all of these synths are gonna add something to this sound, and I might want to get more things in later. So if I just play everything constantly, you know, it's too much. So, you know, this one just contributes a little bit to the whole piece, and that's quite nice. Just kind of, and also it plays its part. You know, you can see this sound is really active in this little area between bar 7 and 8, and then it doesn't do much here. So that's a room for that one to kind of breathe and grow in. And eventually you build up little musical relationships between these these sounds. Then the other thing that I'm thinking is this sound is relatively consistent, but just with the edit at the end of the 16. But this other sound in contrast changes all the time. So you don't really notice the change over time if there's not a consistent thing to sort of, for it to vibe off of. So that's kind of what I'm thinking with those. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway. Then what I can do sometimes, I'll just show you this, if I go duplicate, is sometimes I'll just put that on another channel, and then in this channel, just to keep it developing, but over a much slower time. So then it does keep up as this develops. You can hear that that sound has gone a bit like more experimental and crazy. So I might just adjust this sound to have a bit more of a relationship that responds to that, you know. And you can see I've just made that version, that sound just a little bit fuller and more alive. So that as one develops, it feels like the other one does go with it, but it's got more consistency in contrast to that quite rapid modulation in the other sound. That's what I was thinking anyway. Right. Here we go. So we've got a little 33 there from that sound. Let's see what Alchemy is saying. I like that little melody line. So, soundscapes. I'm just going to once again just pick anything. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, love that. Just simple. Now that I like this bit here, I can just maybe reverse this one out of the way for a moment. Just every time that that comes in. So I'm making a little pattern now just to, because I want some more room for this sound. So the first one I'm going to reverse, second one I'm just going to move that out, ready for when I need more of these sounds, like later in the track. And I'm just going to kind of keep going with that pattern. So this one reverse. I like this one. I was actually not the biggest fan of. So I might bring one of these back in. Like I didn't like what I did with the synth. And then this one I can just remove. Actually, to keep the development more consistent, I'm going to put that one in the gap. And then I need a reverse. So this one's a bit smaller, a bit more. Yeah, so I can go reverse on you, then a gap, and then this one will be reversed, and then a gap. Yeah. Right, that's going to be nice. And then I can change it up here for the second, like, you know, have my B section maybe a bit different in a moment. Right, and Alchemy's got this beautiful feature where I can go, you know, touch and move this wheel just as time goes along. So I kind of like it right there where it is. So what I can do is slowly move this around as the sound develops, you know, and especially on this 17, I can make a bit of a movement there and just develop it so that this sound changes. And then return it back to where it was, just so that as the track develops, you feel like each sound is going with the movement. You know, I like that. Okay, so I know I haven't got my bassline yet, but a bassline sound. But what I'm going to try, it doesn't always work, but just sometimes, is just chopping the MIDI from all these different places. Don't copy. And the bassline can just follow like all of these different MIDI parts, you know. So that one can go. Yeah, and then what we can create here is sort of, I don't know what this bassline's going to be, but I can pick out just some of these notes, and then what the bassline will do is it will feel like it's, you know, working with and responding to the other musical elements. So I've got no idea. Yeah. So that one needs to follow that musical pattern. They feel like they need to be like more sustained. Okay, I didn't realise that was so off the beat. So you need a bit of quantize. Ba ba ba. Da da da. It's okay if the sound hasn't got like any attack at all, but the bass line needs to actually groove a little bit. I wonder why we've not got two over there. Said that. So, you know, even though I don't know what this bass line's going to be yet, it's cool to just have an idea kind of out of the blue and it all be ready. I quite like that. Not out of the blue. It's cool to have an idea out of the other parts, which I can edit, I can develop, I can change, but at least it's a cool starting point that I didn't have before. Oh, right, it's got all of that. I'll just get rid of that. Yeah, I'm just going to make a kind of a classic kind of bass that I like. Yeah, we'll get that sounding nice. So, 344 milliseconds. So 3, 4. And I've messed that up. 344 divided by 2, 172, 86, 43, 21.5. Cool. 21.5. Maybe 344. So 688. Yeah, that's nice. And maybe that could be double. So 21.5. So 42, 43. 43 minutes. Nice. Yeah, I've just got like a classic few plugins I use to try and get like the different basses, you know. That's too much already. Alright, and now I need to fix some of this reverb quick. Yeah, nice. Oh, it's because I got punishing, that's why. Yeah, nice. That'll do. And I'm going to put in something different just to switch it up. I do like Let's go. Isotope, trash. Could do. A wave shaper, that's what I want. Yeah, I'm going to do some wave shape distortion. Yeah. And I just love this guitar rig. So I'm going to try guitar rig again today. That's nice, crunchy. I'll just get a filter on that. It's a nice blend. Yeah, it's quite nice now. A big shout out to XOD3K. Welcome. Hello. I would say drum and bass is the genre of music. So sort of drum and bass, jungle, that sort of sound. Yeah. Thank you for tuning in. Big ups, big respect. Thank you. I'm just trying to get the most distorted sound I can, and then what I'm going to do is like create the synth into this big mess of distortion to try and I don't know, create some wild movement I wouldn't have probably made in the past. Let me try and... It's not gonna work. be too early to put the filter on. I need more sound before I do that. Okay, let me do this. Filter Bank Free is awesome. Who's that by? I've not heard of Filter Bank Free. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. Filter Bank Free. I'll write that down. Yeah. Something here has got it too distorted. Like I can't. Like everything's too crazy. So I'm gonna back this off. Maybe like 20%, 30%. Yeah. And what? Tone 2. Tone 2. They do a sick thing called like something like Goliath or Titan or Gladiator. There's a synth that they do. I can't remember what it's called exactly, but I remember being like, I really need to buy that, and then forgetting to buy it for years. So I'm gonna look into their synths as well. Yeah. Yeah, maybe Icarus. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look it up now. Yeah, what's it? Tone 2 music production. Yeah, thank you for the recommendation. I'm gonna check that out. Simps, Gladiator. Gladiator's the one I remember, but I'm gonna check out their effects. What's it called? Filter Bank Free. I'll keep that open as a tab to check out later because that looks interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Gladiator's the one. Yeah. What type of music do you make? I think maybe it's this distortion. Yeah, it's this distortion's not right. I use the cat all the time, but it just seems to work though. That's a lot better. I just started working on glitch hop. That's sick. So it's like any styles, you just love making music. That's so cool. I just started working on glitch hop, but I've been practicing terror, up-tempo, hardcore, raw style. So a lot of different tracks. You'll have to let me know. I've not heard of like even the genre called terror. So yeah, if you've got any artists you can link me to like look up, or even your page to look up to find out what those genres are, that would be sick. Because yeah, I need to sort of find out about those. It sounds very cool, something I don't know much about. So yeah, it's exciting. I need the filter to not be everything. That's too much now. Yeah, that's nice now. yeah, send me a link for sure. Yeah. Do you put your music up on links are disabled. I don't know how to change that. Just yeah, tell me your artist name and is it like on SoundCloud or Spotify or yeah, how do I undisable links? I don't know how to do that. I'm such a yeah. Like it just comes up as a thingy in there. So yeah, tell me the artist name and I will search it up. Spotify and SoundCloud, sick. I'll try and find that. Yeah. Yeah, just to find out like what all those things are, like, you know, terracore and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, that would be cool. Just because Terra. Oh, you don't really upload anything. Destruction, nice. Yeah. I'll check it out and listen. Is that the right one? Yeah. Oh, so you do D&B as well? Sick. That's cool. Yeah. Raw style, right? I'll check it out. I think that messes it up too much. That could be a second development, like later. Yeah, see if that actually works with that other thing. Right. That'll have to come in once that's gone out then. Right, cool. They seem to be fighting each other a little bit. Is it because you've got loads of bass or what? Yeah, all the bass in that makes the bass sound a bit. Nice. They're nice, but because the rhythm of this one, like the filter envelope of that one is so different to this one, they don't really sing together that well. So I'm just going to reverse that or get it out of the way. Yeah, they don't seem to like really talk to each other, so I'll reverse those two. Yeah, I'm just trying to like think about how because it works there because the rhythms are the same, like bub wow, but like the other time with these ones here, it feels like the two rhythms don't talk to each other. So I just wanted to try and avoid that. So my classic fix for anything like that is just reverse it. Screw it, reverse it, it'll be fine. Yeah. So the challenge I set myself today is to every synth that I've got in this template, so fawn, battery, whatever, blah, 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 I've got to make one sound with that, and I'm just going to build and just try and find out what this tune's supposed to do, because I've got no idea. And maybe I should watch out for bass in this as well. It's got a little bit, but not too much. I'll just tame that back. Just so it doesn't interfere with that sub too much. cool. Now I've got an idea. Yeah, so because now this thing's just on its own, that's where the edit could be. But it's too early. Yeah, just give it that extra little bit of character. Yeah, nice. Alright, FM8, sub, FM8, extra. Nice. And then I just kind of get that thing where the tune sort of develops forward. You know, it feels like it's got a bit of momentum. Yeah. Well, no, I have got an idea. Yeah, you're completely right. I am going in without an idea in one sense, but my idea is more like it's a plan. So I don't know what I'm going to write musically, but I do know that kind of my mission almost is to, like, I just wrote it down here, is to make one element with every synth or sampler in my template, and then eventually hope that it turns into a tune at some point. If it doesn't, it's no problem. But yeah, just trying to, yeah. But sometimes I just sit down and no ideas come to me, but that doesn't mean that I shouldn't write. So I think, I'm just going to try and let a weird limitation that I've set at myself, a mission or whatever it is, set how the tune's going to develop. So I've never used this synth form. I've got no idea how to use it really. So I'm going to rock in with a preset and then edit it up and make it my own. Maybe I want something like, maybe a lead or a sequence. I don't know. Why not? Maybe I want like a pad, or an effect. Who knows? I don't know any of these. Let's just try this. I'm just going to pick one at random. Wherever it is, I'm going to use it. Okay, I don't like that. Let's edit it up. Right, what's all this? Filter. That's not too bad. Where's there a space for that? No, that doesn't work. There's something about it that's just too synthetic. But yeah, that's what I do, is I set myself, whenever I don't have an inspiration, I just don't even feel like making music. Yeah, that's exactly the same. But I just made a commitment to myself to say, no, I've got to keep writing, all the time and keep going. And that's why I set myself a little challenge. It's more, I like that now. I just got to turn this delay off. I can't have the two delays are like bite. Maybe that was working, just less. Oh. Chorus, flanger. Maybe less of that though. Reverb. Yeah, maybe that could be. And instead of a stab, it should have like a really long envelope. Where are the envelopes? Envelope 1. Oh yeah, it took the long route, but we got there. Yeah, that's nice. There's something about this melody now and this chord that I don't like. I wonder what I'm doing wrong here. E2, A sharp. That's what's wrong, is I've just played a... Oh no, it's B flats in the key. Why are you clashing then? D, E, F, A. It might be the A in the... Maybe if I mute you then. Yeah, it was... I think what was happening was the B flat in this melody line and then the A in the... Yeah, the A in the top of the chord, the fifth of the chord, was like clashing with each other. Yeah, I don't know, maybe. Anyway. Right, let's get you developed. Sneaky little note got in. They're definitely fighting in that area. Like wherever this hits at the bottom. Both those synths want to live in that same world. Yeah, what's this? 120, 160-ish. So I'm going to take that out of this pad. 120. Yeah, those two. Right. How long have we been making tunes? Oh, that's a good question. Maybe somewhere in the region of 15 to 18 years. So yeah, old school. That's why, like, sometimes some people ask me, "Oh, do you know about this new thing?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I've got to research it," you know, because I just got stuck in my ways a little bit. But yeah, maybe 15 years. What about yourself? How long have you been making tunes? Yeah. I didn't expect that fawn sound to turn into anything really, because it was a bit of a trancey lead at the beginning, but now it kind of feels like it's rolling, which is nice. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with battery. Yeah. Oh, wicked! How did you get into it? Like making tunes and that sort of stuff. Yeah, with battery, I'm going to try and find, because sometimes they've got some cool like effects, but I don't necessarily want to do drums in battery, which is really weird because it's a drum synth. But oh, okay, so yeah, just saw a couple of videos on YouTube and you were like, right, bang, I'm going to have to get involved. Yeah, I think there's a big difference between or like when I've been watching all the people on YouTube, I think there's a really big difference between like the way people approach it. Yeah. Ah, yeah, I see. So you got some people like on FL Studio. Yeah. The thing with FL Studio is I'd never got those buttons that you click, but I think that was because I used it like 15 years ago and then never looked at it again. And I was speaking to someone the other day and they said it had developed loads over the years. So that's exciting. And and I've seen a lot of people using Ableton as well, which I've been trying to learn little bit by little bit, but Logic just works for my brain. So, you know, I'm going to try the kits here and go sound, samples, kits, and I'm just going to see what comes up. Pick one at random, tricolor. I'm going to try and make that into something. That's what I'm going to do. So whatever this thing is, that's just what it's going to be. There we go. But it's not going to be a percussion sound, yeah. Yeah, I tell you what, Ableton, it seems like it's got like loads of features that are very, very cool. So, you know, I don't want you to be a percussion sound though. So I'm going to go in and go. Oh, that's a bit harsh, but that would do because bounce you out. And speed. Something like that. It's a G note, that'll do. And A sharp, yeah, it just happened to fit in the key of D minor perfectly, which is a really nice accident, but it perfectly just fit in the key, which is great. And then I'm just going to edit out that first bit and just take this sustain section. And that'll make a really nice little thing to bring in. Yeah, that's a vibe. And then maybe I'll rock the crystallizer on that because I just love that crystallizer. Started making music. I didn't know what I wanted. Then again, yeah, that's true. Yeah. And I think everybody just like, for me, music's all about like trying to, like, I think I always wanted to be like an artist, like a proper artist, or like painting and drawing. And I've tried at it years and years, and I never quite get it. But with sound, I felt like I could move it and like manipulate it and get it to do what I wanted. So I've always felt like that's a way to be creative. And like, yeah, so just creativity is what I really love doing, I think. Yeah, that's sick. And that's so nice. If that's the thing that you just like, yeah, like you just go in and you want to be like creative, and like whenever you fancy doing music, you just roll in. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna be quite nice. But it just gives me something different rather than, you know, every riser that you get from sample packs. It's just like made out of percussion. So I think it makes it a little bit more interesting and just a little bit different, really. Addictive drummer. I don't really want to do drums yet, so I'll maybe come back to this one. Yeah, I want to do drums a different way today, so I'm going to try a contact instead. I'll come back to addictive. Now I'm just trying to think about, I've sort of filled all the space in the arrangement, so like this does like the bar 1, that does bar 2, that does bar 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the pad is filling the gaps in between those, and then this develops. So I've got to be really careful about space now. And, you know, this might have to come in when this goes out. So as this comes in, now I haven't listened to this for a while. I think it needs some more top end. Let me copy that so I don't ruin it. Yeah, that's a bit better. Oh yeah, that's really interesting. I've not thought about like emotions and music as much. But maybe I do, because if I'm trying to express my creativity, I'm trying to express kind of how I feel and what I think, and definitely a message. So yeah. And I tell you what it is, anytime I try and like, I've got something going on that's really heavily like emotional, and I'll write music about it, I never want anybody to hear it really. So I don't know, but maybe that's just me personally and something I need to work on. But I've never even really thought about it. So thank you. That's really cool, because I've not thought about that myself. Yeah, it's very interesting. I need an EQ to get more top out of this, I think. So I'm going to be really just crude and just put a massive... No, there's not enough tops there. It needs to be after a distortion. So maybe after OTT. Get a little EQ. Mag. But I suppose in some way, by writing tunes, I am trying to think about who I am. Yeah. That's funny. I love that, right? Because I tend, when I'm angry, I tend to make really beautiful, sad music. And when I'm really happy, I tend to make really angry music. Which is funny, you know. Yeah, anyway. That's a bit better. This sound also needs a bit of cleaning up as well before it goes into the clip. It's just got a bit too much of that mid-range, billowy, kind of pillowiness. Yeah, this stuff. Yeah, I'll put that on D4. Yeah, it's starting to sound really nice. Now I need to treat this the same. Maybe. Now, because it's got those other sounds to be its top end, it doesn't really need that same processing. Right, let's try what Contact's got and see what we can make with this. No, I like that though. Just making really angry tunes when you're angry does sound fun, actually. I don't know what it is though. If I sit down and I'm frustrated and what I write, it normally comes out really like melancholic and beautiful and sad and like floaty and liquidy, but in a sad way. I don't know. Yeah. But then if I'm really happy, just I feel like this is quite an angry sound and I'm feeling pretty good. So, you know, who knows how this stuff works. Right, maybe I want one more kind of lead sort of hooky thing. Let's see what this Analog Dreams is saying. Because I was speaking to my pal and he said about Phil, his name, and he said about how just he's looking for hooks, and I was like, do you know what? I haven't really looked for hooks for a while, so you know, I'd kind of just like, you know, sustain stuff, but you do need something to catch people's attention, even if it's not like a big melody. Right, let's pick a sound at random, and whatever it is, we use it. Effects. Yeah, I haven't got any effects actually. Bear with me. Oh, it's velocity sensitive, that's why. Maybe it could play those two notes, those like that bit. You could do something with that. Yeah, my mod wheel, I've got to get a new keyboard or something because it just wants the right automation all the time. I don't know why. So I'll do something with those sounds now. I'm going to bounce it out so it just keeps working. And then maybe put a filter on it or something. Let's see if that's worked. Okay, we got the small version. Let's try again for the big version of that sound. Yeah, there we go. Maybe it's some sort of weird automation in that plugin as well. I don't know. But now I've got it as audio. But I want the movement to kind of feel like the other movement. So that oh, right, that's cool. Because I don't know if I just thought, I'll make some drum and bass, do what I do, and that's cool, you know. Thanks for that. Yeah, that's great to hear. I'm so glad. Yeah, and I just thought, let me make what I want, you know, what I love doing, and you know, hopefully people will find it or whatever, which is cool. What I want is this sound, like the other bass sound has got a filter envelope that moves like what, and like moves up. So I want this to try and maybe replicate that a little bit. But that needs no bass in it because that other bass is so grimy. I might actually have to clean up that low end a bit because there's maybe too much verb. Yeah. Maybe it needs a little bit of that same distortions, just so that it feels like maybe less filter as well. Yeah, that's starting to feel like it's part of that same sound, maybe. Yeah, I quite like that as a little extra layer. It's not much, but maybe just enough. Nah, that sounds cheesy now. That's still cheesy. Maybe I think rethink this back to you. Maybe it could go boom bum 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 like that. That could be cool, maybe. Yeah, that's better. So that they don't play at the same, because the sort of everything being really synchronized was getting a little bit cheesy and predictable. So just off the beat was actually more interesting. Right, it's about time for some drums, I reckon. I'm getting in. Oh, I've got one more synth and then some drums. But maybe I won't do this every bar. Maybe that could be every other bar. What do you reckon? Like crazy aimany shuffly breaks, or minimal steppy breaks, or modern steppy minimal hard drums, or old school, I don't know. Yeah, I could imagine both working in my head. So, oh, and I've got this little extra secondary sound as well. Maybe I could make a little something out of that. Yeah, I know. And I'll put that off the bar as well. Maybe I just want the second one of that. Boom, boom, rub, rub, rub. And then that can have a big delay. And give that a fade. This is all too much now. I think that needs to go while that's being big. Yeah, that's better, because now there's not as much. It was getting too cloudy before. I couldn't really pick out anything, so that feels better now. Right, drums. We'll see. Yeah, like, because I could imagine one type of drums that's really minimal, like just steppy and minimal and like really precise, and I can imagine some proper breakbeat kind of workout sort of stuff. So we'll see what comes in. I'll just try out some different stuff, see what this is. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go the minimal like route with the drums today. That's what I'm gonna maybe roll with. Yeah, minimal sort of. Yeah. I can always do it and then redo it if it doesn't work right. So samples. Where are my new? Is this my new drums? No, 2020 drums I want. Yeah, I made a couple of nice little starting sounds before in a pack, just so that I know they work. Just going to spend a minute making sure they're in the key. So we're in E. No, D minor. That's what we're in today. Let's see what this is. Okay, it looks like it's a B note, which is no good for us, really. Yeah, it's hitting on B. So if we go sample that, and then if we go, right, what will work is probably, so that's B. That's one is B flat, one more is A, and A's the fifth. It feels a bit low though for a kick drum. That's a nice kick, but it might not work. Yeah, it doesn't feel like it's going to cut through. All right, let's get rid of you. What's this? Oh, I think this one might be tuned because there's two different ones. Tuned to A. Let's see if that works. I think any drum is going to struggle to cut through with this bass, but it's a pretty weighty kick drum. Maybe I'll go with that. Ah, and I've got that attack as well, yeah. So I can have that just come through. Yeah, just because you can see like the attacks on this one is a little bit faded, which is nice sometimes, but in this super busy tune, it's going to need a heavyweight attack as well to kind of compete with that huge bass. So I think this will only provide like a little, like the tiniest little click, but that's going to help to get some really solid like thump on the kick drum. Yeah, hopefully that'll cut a little. Yeah, that feels like it will cut through. And it's tuned, which is really nice to the key naturally. Well, not to, but it's in key. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A is the fifth of the key, so should work. Apart from it just sounds a bit higher. E is in the key as well, so what's this? But E might feel a bit low. Decisions. So let's gain you up a bit. Just see if this one works a bit better. Just because even though that other kick's nice. Yeah, this one sounds a bit meatier. Yeah, I'm going to have to find out. Oh, maybe not this kick. Flipping heck. Oh, that's got a vibe. Okay. Let's see if you work. Yeah, that sounds a bit more like the right kick drum, actually. Let's see if this is in tune. What we've got here, A sharp, that's good. That's a good start. F is in key. And D should work. Nice, here we go. Third time's a charm. Let's see what its attack is like. Oh, that's got a beefy attack anyway. You can see this one, like it doesn't really need this extra layer because it kind of punches through. Yeah, that's weighty. And I'm just going to have to cut the bass so that it's not gonna, or like side chain it or something, because they just clash fully. I tell you what I could do though, I can see on my bass that I've got like a ton of weird low end coming through. I actually use clicks. I use such clicks. Oh yeah, that's good. Yeah, I'll have to check out that hardstyle sound, you know. Yeah, I think the problem was as well, there's so much kind of stuff coming through in that kick. Let's see where this hits. Yeah, that's cool. 48, roughly 50, roughly in. Yeah, I'm really struggling to find like a kick that's just right for the tune, but this is good enough for now. Let me give it a bit of 100, 110 will be. A little bit less up here. And then roll that. And then a little bit less of you down here. I think that's gonna, because that's where the sub wants to be. So maybe that'll fit in a little bit more. Yeah, cool. That'll have to do. That's not right. It's a little snare. Lads. Yeah, that would be a good starting point. And then you'll want to hit with that kick. Nah. Just sounds too plastic and not authentic, that one. Okay, let's see what that is. Okay, Buddha. So that bass. Let's see if that click. Or I'll tell you what it could be. Sometimes flipping the polarity just helps to get everything a bit clearer. Nah, it's better this way. This minimal beat, it's not quite fitting right for me. So maybe if I go try some old school breaks and kind of do a hybrid thing. Let's go breaks, drum, break beats. Let's find some break beats. Yeah, maybe some classic breaks, that could work. Like that. I just want a really big old crusty break beat. That's what I'm looking for. So maybe if I go breaks, I think Fanu's pack might have some. Where's that? Those big old breaks. I've got no idea if this is going to work or not, but I'm going to have a quick look, see if it does. Right, what even tempo is this? That's the loop point I can use for the first time. Just in there. Okay, that should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Yeah, sweet. So just got to bring that in a little bit. Yeah, and check out the key of this. Oh, thank you very much. That's great. Yeah. Right, let's see what this is. I've got no idea if this is... That does not work at all. Yeah, that one I do. That's got a little bit of a vibe to it. That could work into something. This thing does not work, that contact thing, at all. Right, let's get you and try. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's a bit. I feel like that's got a better vibe now. Yeah, this is sometimes the problem with developing everything else too far before you've got the drums in. Because then it's a real struggle to get the drums to fit with all the other stuff you already made. Hello, that's the vibe. Yeah, that's running. Yeah, from the UK. So I got up super early. Yeah, I get up at like a stupid o'clock, and I know it's weird, right? And I know it sounds like just weird, but genuinely, I try and wake up, and the moment I get up, when I'm really tired and can barely see, and I just start producing, even though I can't even really see properly or like think or speak. I just start producing, and I try and like make stuff with that in mind. Like, you know, like I'm in a kind of like a bit of a dreamy sort of state. Right, I don't know. And then, yeah, so I get up really, really early. Beats for breakfast. That's what it is. Let's see if this kick works under. Yeah, there's a vibe. Definitely this kick is wrong. Yeah, it's just completely the wrong shape. What I might have to do is make the kick. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Right, that break is really nice. That's from a pack by a guy called Fanu. It's great. It's up on his Bandcamp, FANU, and I love that. Right, this is starting to sound good, but it's just everything's way too distorted. So what's wrong? Okay, so give that. I think it's because this has got loads of, like 100. Yeah. That's cleaner now. That's good. Okay. Then you can get the same. Right, get rid of all of that mud up to D. D1, is that too high? Ah, wicked. Sorry, yeah, I was going to ask. Yeah, the Netherlands, they're like loads of producers that I really respect. Yeah, come from the Netherlands, so that's really cool. Ah, that's great. When I was younger, I was super into Noisier and kind of that sort of sound as well. I don't know. I don't actually know if that's exactly the Netherlands or not. Where are they from? It's like Groningen or something like that. You have to let me know if I've got that right or not. But yeah, they were a big inspiration on me. I feel like they've just got, and because I visited like sort of Amsterdam a while back, and yeah, that's it, yeah, and I just loved, like, there was something about how like flat the land was that just made me feel like I don't know, it made sense to me, like the way the landscape and the culture and everything and the music blended together beautifully. So yeah, that's a vibe, you know, that's great. Yeah. Right, I basically need the same EQ as that other EQ. But yeah, they were a big inspiration on me, like for sure, like a huge inspiration on me when I was starting out. I loved their sound, absolutely loved it. Like that old, really old stuff, like it's going down. What's that called? Block Control, and the Tide and Monster and Concussion, all of those sorts of things. Loved their sound, you know, back in the day. Love it. I think my bass is a bit too wild. No, it's all right. Just a bit less verb, I think. Yeah, that's sounding a little bit cleaner now. I think it's because there's so much of this stuff that there's not really any room for the drums to cut through. This break is sick, but it's got like, it's super like stereo. So I'm just going to tighten it up in the mono and like mix that under. I still want that even tighter though. Dynamics enveloper. That's a nice little tight break. and I can like layer that under the big stereo version. This needs a bit of... flat. Yeah, you sound really good. Soul Pride. So yeah, that's in there. I just got to check that the timing's spot on. I don't want to like quantize the whole beat. That's something that I feel like ruins all the funk and the groove. But I do want to make sure like these kicks. And I have lost a little bit of the air of that break, but what will happen is when it gets distorted and compressed and everything that's going to happen to it later, all of that air that I just removed with the enveloper will all come back up and you'll be able to really hear it again. So it'll get there. And I'm going to put my own verbs on it to give it some room space anyway, so I want it to be relatively tight. So yeah, I like to quantize just the main hits, but then all the little shuffles in between, leave them unquantized to get a balance of tightness and groove, and make that sound, yeah, really nice. So that's the plan anyway. Yeah, drums are tight. Sweet. So we got our first little break. Now we can start layering this to get it to bang through with the drums. But what's nice is it's got enough stereo from the one layer and enough mono, so it's balanced, you know. Right, now I need to get this sounding beefy and properly fat and banging through. Let's see what we've got in here. Nah, nothing like that. I know it's a bit cheesy right now, but maybe this could just act as like a subtle little layer that gets this one sounding heavy enough, you know. That's really all I need is those. I'm just going to bounce that down. Maybe those hats are too bright. Yeah, that's the little layer it needed. Maybe this could be flipped. Yeah, the snare just really pops through when its polarity is the right way. I'll actually take the time to check the kick as well. Now the kick sounds better like that. The only problem is this kick's got that really super high, bright top end, so I'm just going to cut that off a little bit. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, and I think just layering up the breaks and getting them sounding really nice is going to give it the weight it needs. But just so. Ah, that's because it's 2 kick drums there, not a snare. Don't stretch. Yes, and you. Boom, boom, but, but. It's bat, boom, boom, bat, boom. That's a nice little pattern. Hopefully that kind of works now. Yeah, just, thank you, that's kind. If I've not just crashed them completely, I might have. Oh, come on, Logic, you can do it. Yeah, one of those ones. Hopefully it'll have auto-saved. But yeah, it's just one of those things where I think, yeah, there's a lot of different things that the drums could have done. Like, could have been super minimal clean drums, but I think the breakbeat plus the clean layers in a kind of a hybrid is going to be the best approach to getting it all really working. I just need to make sure whatever was on that bus that I sent it to is off, because otherwise that's just going to it's just going to crash straight away again. Yeah, we'll see if it loads. Or that might be the end of that tune. We never know. But I'm glad, like, because when I was setting those experiments, just like, you know, the idea was to use every synth. And so I'm finding that slowly I'm deleting a couple of the parts. But eventually I think it will get there as a full idea. Yeah, are we back? Yeah, we're back. All I need to do is just map out the last of that pattern, and we haven't lost too much. And I need to delete whatever's on that bus because that caused it all to crash. So breaks, delete you, delete that. And that should work fine now. Right, finish up that little edit and it should be done. So that was boom. Oh. Kick, snare, kick, and that should be the pattern. and I'm going to save that again. Yeah, that's nice. Okay. Have I got that first note on the bar? No. Oh. Right, this bass now, it needs a bit more sub. Yeah, there you are. Just so it thunders through. Maybe I killed just a little bit too much of that. Nah. Yeah, what was that like before? Yeah, it feels a bit more rugged now. This little bit doesn't work there. So maybe you could be on that layer. Maybe this could have its own little edit. What I'm trying to do is switch between the drums and the bass consistently so that it doesn't feel like just one of them is developing at the same time. One of them is developing and the other isn't, like sort of journeying with it. So where are the kick drums? Because that's maybe why that doesn't feel like it's working. There's a kick there. There's a double kick there, but the kicks are over here. So line those up first of all. Yeah, and I just felt like there wasn't really a relationship between the kick and the bass at all. So that's why this part can change. Oh, I got that wrong. And get kind of better in time with the kicks. Join that. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, cool. Maybe, and that'll just be the little edit it needed to get across the line, really. Maybe that could hit on the snares instead. Yeah, that's cool. Now this one needs to match that just a little bit more with the filter. Yeah, there we are. Right, now hopefully I can save and send you to the bus group and you won't crash. So brakes. Yay, we're rolling now. Cool. You can go to the kick bus and we can start getting you sounding right. You can go to the snares. Yeah, I think maybe it's the verb that makes it that feel. Right, let's get these breaks through some distortion. This bass is still not as powerful as I want. Something's wrong. Let me just take a few things off and see where it goes wrong. Right. There's some good bass. Okay, verb. That sounds pretty nice. Maybe too much though. Yeah, I don't know. I like that it's got. Yeah, there's. Yeah, right. What am I trying to say? I completely agree. It doesn't. It does. Drum and bass does stay underground a lot of the time, you know. But that's. I think that's the beauty of it and the draw for me that I like. And yeah, you do. There is a lot of effort to getting everything blended together, but you know, I think it's worth it. So what this EQ is just removing the stereo-ness there, but keeping the stereo in the top end. So that's what I wanted there. Decapitator. Yeah, that thickens up the sound. Maybe a little bit. That's cool. That thickens up the sound, not too bad. That's just a clean distortion, maybe a little bit less. That's still clean, that's good. Guitar rig. Yeah, still pretty good. Maybe I got up 5% cleaner. That's good. Right, it must be you then. No, that's pretty good still. That's good. Maybe that's too much. That's pretty good. EQ. Right, you might be messing it up then. Yeah, it is. So let me bring all that back. 50%. Maybe even start again with this EQ. Yeah, and just a little dip there. That's better. Clip shifter. Nice. Right, that's much cleaner. Now, why are you two fighting so much? Maybe this is... Did I check the key of this? So let's go span. So this feels like it's too busy somewhere. This break, where is that too much? Right, in that 300. So, yeah, I accidentally deleted the EQ as well. Yeah, right. I'm just trying to figure out where these two can like live together in, you know, kind of harmony. Still not right. I've got to figure out what's not quite right. That's too much EQ. That was too much EQ, but this one is kind of needed. Okay, the final thing that I can think of is that these just aren't talking to each other enough. So this bass hit, that hits on the kick drum. No, that's. This is one of those ideas where at this point I'm probably going to let it be. And after some distance and time away from the tune, you'll come back and you'll hear it and you'll go, oh, I know what's missing or what's wrong or what I need to delete. Right, and this bass. Yeah, I think I've got to that point where I'm a bit unsure of what this, like I've gone like can't see the wood for the trees. I don't know what the tune needs anymore, and I'm sort of just EQing things randomly. But, you know, yeah, this would probably be a good time to stop before I ruin the whole thing. I don't know what this needs, so I don't even know if those drums are right, really. Maybe it's the layers? With less of the layers, it does sound better. Yeah, maybe I just need to figure it out a bit. Who knows? Yeah, this is the one. So I think that's going to be me calling it a day for this session, just because there's some good things to this, but there's definitely I've hit a stalling point here, and I can't tell what's wrong. So until I can work out what's wrong, I think I need to give the tune like just a couple of. Normally, what I do at this point is bounce it out, just a copy, and then come back in a couple of weeks and listen to it again and be like, right, what's wrong? You know, what's gone wrong with this idea, and try and figure it out. So, yeah, I'm probably going to leave it there so that I don't ruin the things that might still be good somewhere in there. It's the bass line. That's the problem. That's the whole problem for sure, because everything else sounds good. Yeah, okay. Yeah, screw it. The bass line's got to go. Even though I put loads of energy into it, it's just not good enough. That's fine though. Yeah, cool. Do I make another bass? Or do I leave it? Because that's rolling now. What about another bass line on this, or is it this part? Yep, that bass line's just not good enough. So what do? Make a new bass. What I think I want kind of like just a simple, because the breaks are quite rattly. Yeah, you got to be brutal. If it doesn't work, it goes. But it's harsh because I spent so long on that. So long. I think it just needs something simple. Not that though. Yeah, let me give it a go at making some bass. Where's Serum? There it is. Maybe it was the pattern. Yeah. Okay. So what are we in B? That's super low. Okay. Yeah, all right. Basic shapes, yeah. Does the bass have to go? No, I guess not. Maybe it's the filter, or let me copy that. Maybe no verb. No, that's all the atmosphere that right there. That needs to be there. Maybe this can be in half, so 34. Plus 15. 49. Maybe. Yeah, I'll give the bass one more go. Yeah, that bassline pattern didn't work for sure. So maybe just the bassline notes. Okay, maybe that could work. Right. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, fair enough. I'll have to give you a writer's credit on this one. Yeah, it'd be like I tell you what I think it might be this whole time is this pre-delay. It was, that's it. Yeah. I like this new thing. Let me try the old bassline. No, the old bassline wasn't working. Let's keep moving with this one. I really like those two playing together. Bum, 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 bum. Wherever that was sick. That was actually a good part of the tune. What's that? Is that just played really high? That sounds cool. Right, here we go. Yeah, keep that rolling then. Right. Okay, I need... Yeah, it's starting to work. It was the pre-delay on the verb. That was the problem. But I've learned a valuable lesson. Don't put too much pre-delay on your reverb. It's better before. That's it, that's the one. And that final one just needs to be shorter. Yeah, that's a vibe. Okay, I can roll with that now. Yeah. And you can now go in that gap. No, that's too cheesy. That needs to be deleted. That last one plays an extra little note. So. Is that the same pitch? No, it's too high. Sweet. I don't think those hats are working. Do I still need this? Nah, that's too clicky. That I don't need that. I just like having those hats ready to go in Serum. They're just made from white noise, but it's nice to like just see how the idea is going to develop on, you know, in each section when I eventually do make some proper shakers. But sometimes I don't even make proper shakers. I just leave these ones. Nice. There's definitely a vibe there now. That's cool. I'm glad it didn't like just disappear, that whole vibe. Let's see if this old bass line works with the that was really cool. Just balancing that pre-delay just right, 1 millisecond's too short, you know. Oh yeah, there's definitely a little trick to getting that right, and I don't know what it is yet. The pre-delay on the reverb, honestly, I don't know why it's doing so much, but it literally changes the whole groove. So that could be a cool development idea later, where I go into maybe experiment with using the pre-delay on the reverb for development. Be careful. Pre-delay is dangerous. Yeah, just so that I know for next time. Right, I'm feeling like this actually turned out to be like awesome. Because it was a proper journey, you know, to try to get to a little point where I'm like, okay, there's an idea there now. And that's what I mean about when I was talking before about sitting down, even though I didn't have an idea for a tune, and I didn't know what I was going to do or what I was going to write. I didn't know anything really. Despite that, I think with sitting, and this is what my experiment I'm trying to do at the moment. My experiment is, you know, I'm trying to write down a list of weird different ways that I can start tunes. So like the other day, and I put it up on my YouTube, it was like samples only. So it was only samplers. Today has kind of been a bit more like only synthesizers. I mean, I know I did breaks and drums down here, but the whole first half was mainly only synths. And then, yeah, or like use every synth in my channel. I think I used Serum in the end. I used Contact for one tiny little thing. So I just didn't use Addictive Drummer. So that's the only one I still need to use for this tune. But maybe that could just do some hats. I don't know. Or rides later. Yeah, maybe I could get the hats out of Addictive. They're a bit harsh though. Why are you so harsh? Sounds like the harshest hats in the world. Like they've got a super attack, ISU. And they all sound too stereo as well. And too roomy. Oh man. Yeah, these sound like a cobble box. That's a bit nicer. Let's see if I can roll a hat in, because I did make a challenge to myself to use every instrument, so... I don't know why it's so harsh though. Maybe it's all this distortion. No, that hat doesn't work. Maybe it just needs to be like more groovy. But it just literally sounds like it's got the most distortion on it in the world. I don't even know why. Maybe I've got some distortion on the master by accident. What distortions have you got? Ah, this is where it's all coming from. I was like, why is it all so distorted? Yeah, that's better. It doesn't sound crazy distorted anymore. Yeah, that's much nicer. Yeah, they can be in the second section there. I don't know if I'll keep those, but I did set myself a challenge, a thing out of every synth. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there for today. That's a nice little session and a good place to stop before I ruin it. So, yeah, a big shout out. It's XOD3K. So, yeah, massive shout out. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate that, and big ups. And yeah, I'm looking forward to checking out some terror, some hardstep, and all those other genres you mentioned. And I'm going to try and check out Filter Bank 3 as well. See about that for distortions. So that'll be cool. Yeah, and if anybody else has watched this far, if you could, like and share and subscribe, that would really help me out. I want to just, keep making beats and do all that sort of stuff. So, yeah, thank you to everybody who's tuned in, and I'm gonna leave it there. And no problem at all. Yeah, and until next time. Yeah, thank you for listening, and happy Christmas to everyone as well. Hope they're all having a good holiday season. I didn't do a stream yesterday because I thought, Christmas Day, probably give it a miss. But yeah, Boxing Day, straight back on the beats. So yeah, nice one. Right, till next time. I'll see you all later.